Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing a review for Southern Bastards number 3, There Is a Man, Part 3. I believe that's what it's called, the title. Yeah, There Was a Man, Part 3. So um, for those, before I begin on the review, for those who haven't read that comic and are meaning to stop this video, um, go out there and buy the comic and then come back here to watch this review, so just in case I don't spoil anything. So as usual, 10-second spoiler warning starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to read this comic and haven't and are still watching this video, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair warning, because as usual I did. So Southern Bastards number 3, There Was a Man, Part 3. What did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then narrate. So yeah, this is the second to last issue of the first story arc, which is basically There Was a Man. Um, and yeah, it's a pretty interesting issue in my opinion. Um, it starts off with like this flashback of Earl, who's the main character, going off to Vietnam and then him just returning back into the county, Craw County, in Alabama. I believe this is where it takes place. Yeah, and basically after the events of the previous issue, he's gotten his dad's stick, I guess you could say, or cane. He's basically gone ape shit. He's beating up some of the other townsfolk who are part of uh the boss's group, with the boss being the main antagonist, I guess. At least for this story arc. Um, Basically you have the boss who is the main antagonist. Then you have his lackeys, his henchmen. That basically is at the moment his henchmen are kind of taking the heat. Tub is just beating the shit out of them. And eventually the boss does find out, and we get a proper reveal of who the boss is, which is basically the person I thought it was, which is the coach, the football coach. Um, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense in my opinion after what we saw in the previous issue. So yeah, sorry about that. Basically Tub has just gone ape shit. The reason he's beating up people is because of the death of his friend Tutwiler, Earl Tutwiler, I believe was his name. He knows they killed him, and now he's gonna, seek revenge. Um, and knowing the boss, knowing that this man is possibly dangerous to his group, he sent some of his best people, I guess I could say, off to where he used to live, because that's the most likely place he's gonna be, to kill him. And eventually they don't find him, but they find this other kid who's been in the previous issues before. Um, I forget his name though. Uh, they say somewhere here, Tad, I believe this is his name. Yeah, Tad. And basically he's like right there in his house, in the other guy's house, watching TV. The lackeys, the henchmen, kind of see him. They shoot the TV. They say give him a message or something like that, and that's basically it. Um, it's a pretty funny issue overall. Well, not overall, but the end is pretty funny a bit, because the kid's kind of retarded, or it's hinted that he's retarded, and then the rest of the guys are like saying, should we kill him? What should we do with him? Eventually, he opens his big mouth saying that you're part of the Castor family, and your mom was half retarded or something like that. That was pretty funny. And then he's like, shut the fuck up. They shoot the TV, and it's basically like one of those things. Send him a message, and next time you mess around with us, you're next type of thing. Um, it's pretty funny-ish at the end. No, it's more like one of those dark humor type of things, but it's more towards the end. I mean, overall, it's not this. I think this is the first time I've actually seen comedy or any type of humor within this book or this series so far. Dark humor overall. Um, it's a pretty good issue overall. The second one I was kind of iffy about. The second one kind of was a bit lackluster for me. I really liked the first one. The second one was kind of it was okay. The third one really brought me back in. I think I am going to continue with this series for a bit while longer until whatever. But yeah, I probably am going to continue on with the series. I mean, the artwork again by the artwork and writing by Aaron and Jason Latour, which are the writers and artists here. It's pretty well done as usual. Which, still has that same kind of I guess southern class, could say, that I like. It's got the the redneck talk, then like that kind of southern artwork. If you guys know what I mean, that makes it look southern. Overall it's a pretty good issue. Really like it. I mean, to dislike, I mean, not much. I mean, maybe a bit more development, but overall it's a pretty good issue. Um, Maybe a bit more development in the story, but then again, it is like the first few issues. Not everything's gonna happen right away. Um, Still a pretty good series so far. Even though it's on issue 3, but whatever. So yeah, on a rate from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this an 8 out of 10. It's very good, very well done. The artwork, the writing is good, and it brings me back into what I liked about it originally, which was the dark humor and how suspenseful it could get at times. And the action, then you have Earl Tubb just going apeshit bananas over the death of his friend. Reasonable, but the way he just beats the crap out of people. That's pretty funny. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. 8 out of 10 is what I give Southern Bastards number 3. There Was a Man Part 3. Kind of mouthy, whatever. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, comic book reviews, and TV show reviews. So definitely stay tuned for that. Besides, comment down below on your thoughts on Southern Bastards. Have you been reading it? And if not, why not? And if you have been reading it, what's your favorite issue so far, and what do you like about the series so far? So far, I think my favorite issue would stop to be number 1, but I think number 3 would be my second favorite issue, and number 2 be my third, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Subscribe, comment down below, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.